The appearance of a newly discovered interstellar object 3I/Atlas has sparked a wave of speculation, scientific debate, and, in some corners, controversy. What began as an exciting astronomical discovery on July 1st quickly evolved into something far more dramatic when a small group of researchers suggested that the object might not be a naturally occurring comet at all, but instead a piece of extraterrestrial technology. According to their provocative claims, which they presented in a paper uploaded to the preprint server AR14 on July 16, 3I/Atlas could theoretically be a disguised probe sent by an advanced alien civilization, perhaps even one that is potentially hostile. These assertions echo earlier ideas put forward by some of the same authors about the interstellar object Oumuamua, which passed through our solar system in 2017 and has remained a source of debate and fascination ever since. Despite the bold nature of the new claims, most experts in the field have responded with strong skepticism, calling the idea nonsense, baseless, and even insulting to the scientific process. The scientific community's initial excitement about 3I/Atlas was centered on its remarkable speed and trajectory. The object was observed hurtling toward the Sun at more than 130,000 miles per hour, or roughly 210,000 kilometers per hour, making it clear that it originated from beyond our solar system. Within just 24 hours of detection, astronomers confirmed that it was interstellar in nature, making it only the third such object ever observed. Early observations strongly suggested that 3I/Atlas was a large comet, complete with a coma, a cloud composed of gas, dust, and sublimated ice that extended nearly 15 miles, or about 24 kilometers across. This is typical of comets entering the warm inner regions of a solar system, where heat from the sun causes volatile materials to evaporate and create a bright envelope around the central nucleus. Furthermore, computer simulations that traced its path backward through space implied that it might be up to 3 billion years older than our own solar system. If true, that would make 3I/Atlas the oldest comet ever detected by human observers, an extraordinary scientific find with enormous implications for understanding the early conditions of interstellar space. It is against this backdrop of legitimate scientific interest that the controversial new paper emerged. Its authors, a trio including Harvard astronomer Avi Loeb, argued that certain anomalous characteristics of 3I/Atlas could, in principle, be interpreted differently. The paper itself was not presented as a formal scientific conclusion, but rather as what the authors described as a pedagogical exercise, essentially a thought experiment meant to explore alternative, speculative possibilities. They did not claim to have concrete evidence that the object is artificial, nor did they claim that extraterrestrial life has been definitively detected. Instead, they pointed to aspects of the comet's behavior and appearance that they believe warrant consideration of non-natural origins. Their argument relies heavily on conjecture. They speculate that what appears to be a cometary coma might instead be an intentionally engineered disguise, and that the object's interstellar path might have been deliberately plotted rather than naturally occurring. The most recognizable name among the authors is Avi Loeb, who has become one of the most outspoken figures in the search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Loeb has gained worldwide attention over the last several years for repeatedly proposing that unusual cosmic objects might actually be manifestations of alien technology rather than natural phenomena. As the head of the Galileo project, he has advocated for the development of systematic methods to detect technosignatures, meaning indicators of advanced extraterrestrial activity. In 2023, Loeb led a controversial ocean expedition aimed at recovering fragments from an unconfirmed interstellar meteor that he believed could be alien in origin. While he initially claimed that the metallic spherules collected from the Pacific Ocean might represent pieces of extraterrestrial machinery, independent investigators later showed that the materials were consistent with terrestrial or solar system-derived sources, significantly weakening his claims. Loeb is also well known for his interpretation of Oumuamua, the first interstellar object ever identified. When Oumuamua swept through the solar system in 2017, its elongated, cigar-like shape and slight but unexplained acceleration caused confusion among astronomers. While most researchers eventually converged on the explanation that the object was a fragment of a larger body shedding gases like a comet, albeit in a way that was not immediately obvious, Loeb argued that the behavior was inconsistent with normal cometary activity. Instead, he suggested that the object might be a kind of alien probe, perhaps similar to a light sail, propelled by solar radiation. Although this hypothesis gained significant media attention, the broader scientific community rejected it as unnecessary speculation unsupported by evidence. Nonetheless, Loeb and some collaborators have continued to defend the idea and have even proposed sending a spacecraft mission to pursue Oumuamua in deep space if it can be located again. Loeb's co-authors on the new 3I/Atlas paper are affiliated with the Initiative for Interstellar Studies, I4IS, a UK-based organization focused on conceptual and theoretical planning for future missions to distant star systems. Their involvement reinforces the speculative and exploratory nature of the paper, which does not present itself as a final scientific verdict, but rather as an imaginative extension of their interest in interstellar exploration. In a blog post accompanying the paper, Loeb wrote openly about the possibility that 3I/Atlas could be a technological artifact designed by extraterrestrial beings. He connected this idea to the dark forest hypothesis, a philosophical concept derived from science fiction literature that suggests advanced civilizations might deliberately hide their presence to avoid attracting attention from potentially dangerous rivals. According to this idea, space may be full of intelligent life, but none of it openly broadcasts its existence because doing so would expose it to existential threats. Loeb proposed that if 3I/Atlas were indeed an alien probe, its presence could indicate that humanity is unknowingly being observed, surveyed, or even evaluated by distant civilizations whose intentions are unknown. In the same blog post, Loeb went further by speculating that if the dark forest hypothesis turned out to be correct, humanity might face dire consequences. He argued that in such a scenario, it would be prudent for Earth to consider defensive strategies in case extraterrestrial visitors harbor hostile motives. Such statements have drawn significant criticism from experts, who argue that presenting high-stakes science fiction scenarios as plausible interpretations of normal astronomical events risks undermining public understanding of science. According to critics, this kind of speculation blurs the line between scientific inquiry and sensationalism, particularly when no physical evidence supports the underlying claims. In response to the paper, several astronomers and planetary scientists have expressed frustration and disbelief. They emphasize that nothing observed about 3I/Atlas so far appears implausible or anomalous when understood through the lens of standard cometary physics. The large coma is completely consistent with what would be expected from an icy body entering the warmer inner solar system after traveling through cold interstellar space. Its trajectory fits known gravitational patterns, and its estimated age aligns with models of how long comets can survive in interstellar regions before being perturbed into passing near another star. Moreover, experts argue that invoking alien technology as an explanation without evidence is scientifically irresponsible. They point out that extraordinary claims require extraordinary proof, and in this case, the extraordinary claim has none at all. While the controversy has attracted media attention, the broader scientific community continues to treat 3I/Atlas as an exciting but entirely natural cosmic visitor. Researchers are using the opportunity to gather valuable data that may help them better understand the composition, structure, and origin of interstellar comets. Each new observation offers a rare glimpse into material that formed around stars long before our own sun existed. The interstellar objects detected so far have already revealed that planetary systems elsewhere in the galaxy undergo similar processes of formation, fragmentation, and evolution. 3I/Atlas is expected to provide additional insights as it moves closer to the Sun, sublimating more of its ices and revealing details that may help determine its precise composition. Yet even as mainstream researchers focus on the scientific value of the object, public fascination with the possibility of alien involvement persists. The idea that visitors from another star system might be technological rather than natural is undeniably captivating. It taps into humanity's long-standing curiosity about whether we are alone in the universe and whether other civilizations might be observing us. While most scientists consider such ideas premature or unfounded, they acknowledge that contemplating the unknown can inspire creativity, imagination, and even new lines of scientific inquiry, provided that the distinction between evidence and speculation is maintained. In the case of 3I/Atlas, the current weight of evidence strongly supports a natural explanation. It remains, at least for now, a fascinating interstellar comet traveling through our solar system on a path that has taken billions of years to complete. While the controversies surrounding it may fuel debate, the object itself serves as a reminder of the vastness of the cosmos and the countless celestial mysteries that still await discovery.